Hello, Slicey Dicers. This is Brian, and it's knife sale time. Gonna blow some stuff out, some stuff I never thought I'd let go, but I gotta keep the content going. Gotta keep feeding you content monsters. Gotta let stuff go. I got a business trip coming up in a couple days, and I'd like to have a little extra pocket money while I'm down there, so I'm letting some stuff go. Some pretty recent acquisitions, actually, that I don't think are gonna make the permanent collection. Nothing on this list that I hate. Just stuff that I don't carry a lot, so I'm going to let it go. First up, big surprise. Actually, no, I'm going to hold you off for just a second. The rules. Got to explain that again. Everything, unless otherwise noted, is like new in box. U.S. sales only. I'm sorry, I've had knives lost shipping overseas, and I'm kind of done with it for now. Maybe I'll change my mind on that someday, but right now I'm kind of done with that. Payment is via PayPal. Friends and family only, please. Long story as to why I insist on that. It's not the 3.5%. I have one of those weird capital loans, and I'm way ahead on it. And every time you get a payment, they take a percentage out to make a payment on the loan. I don't want to make more payments on a loan that I'm ahead on, so that is why I do that. And also, do not pay me until I tell you that you have it. If you want something, email me at sliceydicy75@gmail.com. Tell me what you want. Once I say got it and give you the PayPal info, then pay for it. Don't pay it before. A lot of people do that. I kind of don't understand that. Please make sure it's friends and family, because I don't want to pay money to PayPal that I don't owe them. And as I said, USA only, but it is shipped. All the prices are shipped like new in box and listed otherwise. Let's get going. All right. Almost got ahead of myself because I'm excited about this one. I'm excited for whoever's going to get it because I really like it, but I'm not a collector, so I'm not going to keep it. I'm a user, not a collector, and I do this YouTube thing. It is the Spyderco Paramilitary 2 and 20 CV from DLT Trading. Yes, I am letting it go. I got one. I waited up and, well, not waited up. I got up early and got on there and jumped on it and got it. And I was very happy that I got it, but I'm not a collector and I don't carry it. This has never left the house since I got it. I may have opened a box or two with it. That's about it. I have not taken it apart. I did dribble some knife pivot lube down inside there. That's all I've ever done to it. Screws have never been touched except for these ones because I did put the Casey Lynch deep carry pivot deep carry clip on it in bronze, which I think looks amazing on this. But great looking knife. But you know what? I'm not a collector, and these are going for stupid money on eBay and on Blade forums. I'm not going to charge you guys stupid money for it. I've seen these going for like $230, $240. I'm not going to do that. $195. With the pocket clip and the original clip and the box and all that stuff. So I think that's a pretty fair price. I know it's more than they went for when they were new, but I think that's a pretty fair price. Judging by the market, I think that's a very fair price. So I'm sure somebody's going to jump on that. One of you Spyderco nerds will be on it. And feel free to tell people stuff's for sale if they're not watching the video, but you know they might want it because we all have friends, allegedly. All right, let's do the next one. The Spyderco Para 3 and S110V. This is a kind of a user. The blade's in really good shape. I think maybe I touched it up once. I have carried it a fair bit. The only thing that shows any wear really is the same on the. I sold my PM2 the same way. That's in the same kind of condition. It's just the blurple discolors a little bit. That's the only real change from it. Also comes with a Casey Lynch deep carry clip, which is a necessity I think on this knife. They go for $160 without this clip. I'm going to sell it for $140 with this clip. And again, shipped to your door with the box. I think it's a really good example of the Para 3. The action on it's really good. Next up we have, what do I have here? Your Spyderco Delica 4. I just kind of, if I'm only going to have one Delica, I kind of want a Sprint. This is just the standard one in purple. I like purple. They retail for $75 now. I put $55 on this, but it's hardly ever cut a thing. I just use it for size comparisons. It's about it. I never carry it. So comes with the box, standard clip, as you can see, not a mark on the clip or anything. $55 for this purple Delica 4. Next up, Native 5 lightweight, and this is one that is in the S35 VN. They don't make this one anymore. I have carried this and used it a fair bit. I've never had to completely put an edge on it, but I have definitely touched it up a few times. It's just one that's kind of fallen out of the rotation, but it's still a great knife. And if you want the S35 version of the Native 5 lightweight, yeah, this is one of your only chances to get one. 80 bucks on this. They charge, I think, 95 for a new S30V one, so $90 on this S35 version. Next up, we have your Artisan Cutlery Tomahawk, an M390 titanium. These retail for $220. I'm gonna say $170, and this has again, I carried it around like my house, but I'm not sure it's ever left the house. I have a review recorded, haven't put it up yet, but really cool knife, very cool cleavery style thing, an M390 in titanium, and it's very well made. It's really cool. It's just not my thing. $170 for this. Next up, what do we have? The Bestech Jun Z, one-hand open slip joint. This is one that I'm not going to be too upset if it doesn't sell. I kind of threw it in here, but because I kind of need the money. But if it stays, I'm fine with it. It's a nice little one-hand slip joint. It is pretty cool, and I always like having a nice one of those in my collection. I did just recently do a review on this, and if you guys watched that, you know I liked it. S35 VN, great ergonomics, really good ergonomics. But I'm going to charge $120. It's $160 retail. I'm going to say $120 for this, so which I think is a pretty fair price. Next up, what do we have? What I'm kind of surprised about, but Kaiser Theta, I just don't carry it nearly as much as I thought I did. I was really excited to get it, and I still do really like it. This is a pretty low price, and I will explain why. Because I had to take it apart, and I did scratch up. I want to show every little scratch I can on these, so I did scratch up the pivot a little bit. Because it's a free spinning pivot, you have to do two sides, and I slipped off, and it did scratch up a bit. But other than that, the action is tuned on it really well. It's super smooth now. Was smooth before, but now it's really smooth. It is really nice. Another one that if it doesn't sell, I'm not going to be upset. But I priced it at a pretty attractive price. They retail for $180, 120 bucks for this. And again, like everything, comes with a box, comes with the little zip pouch, all that stuff. Next up, the Civivi Corsair. Where do I have that one? There it is. Civivi Corsair. I just have a lot of Civivis. I can't keep all of them. They keep coming out with new Civivis, and I can't keep all of them, and this is the one I decided to let go. It's becoming a space issue at this point with Civivis. So this one is $68 retail, VG10, titanium pocket clip, all that stuff. I'm going to put it up for $55. So 55 bucks for this, shipped to your door for a Civivi Corsair, which I'm putting the review up tomorrow, and I bet once I put that up, if you want to go to White Mountain Knives and get my discount, I bet you're not going to be able to get it. It's probably going to go, they're probably going to sell out pretty quick. So 55 bucks for this. Next up, these are two that I'm selling only for legal reasons. Because it's been a thing in New York that used to be able to carry assisted knives. Now now I don't think I can. And I talked to my local police department, and they said, yeah, if you've got an assisted knife, we're going to give you a hard time about that. So I'm letting go. Two assisted knives that I really, really love. I love them both, but I can't carry them. So there's no point in keeping them around. This is the Kershaw Knockout, an M390, the USA Made Blade exclusive. Yep, you can get them right now. They still have them in stock at USA Made Blade. I think they went out of stock for a while. They did another run. M390 USA Made Blade version. It's got the awesome different milling on it, which I really like. It's pretty cool. I love this knife so much, but since this law thing came out, it's never left the house, so there's no real point in keeping it. It's got a couple little snail trails on the aluminum, but nothing too bad. The blade's still perfect, factory edge. I don't think I've ever even touched it up. It's M390. I haven't used it a whole lot at all, but really sad to let this go, but I just can't find a reason, a justification to keep it around when I'm not allowed to carry it. So they go for $99.95 with this stonewash blade, 85 bucks to your door. Next up, last up, I should say, is Kershaw Dividend, an M390. Again, a knife I love. This has a few more miles on it than the other. but still, I've never had to really fully resharpen the blade. I just touched it up once or twice. The handle, I think, is even in better shape. The only mark you can see is from the original clip, which this will come with. This is a deep carry clip I got from Kershaw, but you can see a mark from the original clip. But other than that, not a mark on the handles at all. Awesome little blade. I love it, but if I'm nervous about carrying it, I won't. So gotta let it go on to somebody who won't be nervous about carrying it so it gets some use, right? $70 on this. That's it. That's the whole shebang. Email me, and if you want multiple ones, I'll probably knock like $5 off since I don't have to ship, multiple packages. So shoot me an email, sliceidicy75@gmail.com. Let me know what you want, and we'll figure it out. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. I've been Brian. Have a good one.